I'm 2 days off of taking my antidepressants, and I'm going crazy. This may be the silliest video that I've ever done. I had an idea today while I was editing my shorts for the week that I was just gonna do a seasonal review, a seasonal ranking. Like, I'm gonna rank the 4 seasons, not the hotel chain, just the 4 global seasons. So we got spring, summer, fall, autumn, winter. I just was like, you know what sounds like a dumb idea to sit here and rank the seasons. Now, I have decided to switch my filming location, at least temporarily, to my bedroom. So welcome. This is the second video that I'm filming in here. It's just nice lighting. I mean, you can't see my eyes because of the reflection of my glasses, which sucks, but it's nice lighting, and I like the background. It feels more homely. It feels more personal, I guess. Welcome to my bedroom. I don't know. It's also quite chilly in here. I'm a little bit cold. But yeah, let's jump right into ranking these seasons. Now, the reasons I'm ranking the seasons, the criteria for critiques or whatever, it's strictly personal. It's how I feel about them. I'm going to try to be non-biased, even though you've definitely heard my opinions about the seasons in previous videos. So yeah, we're going to start out with winter. Arguably the worst season, though it does have its perks. The temperature drops depending on where you're located, and I am on the East Coast, so it gets pretty cold where I'm at. It can range, daytime temperatures can range anywhere from 30 degrees to like 17, sometimes below that. Not fun. You ever been outside in the wintertime when the wind is blowing? It just goes right through you and it feels like you're being cut by 1,000 small knives. Yeah, it's not fun. There's beauty to be found in the wintertime, particularly during snowstorms. I have very fond memories in my childhood of when it snowed. Me and my brothers would go outside and stand on the porch and just listen to the quiet, because it gets so quiet when it snows. It's actually beautiful, and it's scientific. There's a reason for that. I watched a video about that a long time ago, that the snow absorbs sound. So the reason why it gets so preternaturally quiet when it snows is because of that reason. But it's just beautiful to sort of watch the snow misting down and the quiet. You hear this occasional tires churning through the snow, people on their way to who knows where. But yeah, there's definitely beauty to be found. But barring the freezing cold temperature, which is the biggest downside in my opinion to winter, I don't want to leave the house. It's difficult for me to want to leave the house in general, just because I'm a homebody. I'm anxious, all this stuff already. But especially during the wintertime, I've noticed in my adult life, it is very difficult to get me to go out and do things like grocery shopping, hanging out with friends. Anything that requires me leaving the house for any extended period of time, it is very difficult for me to do those things in the wintertime. You got to wait for your car to warm up. It's freezing cold. If there's snow on the ground, you got to be careful that you don't get into an accident, which is not fun. I have been in a snow accident before when I first got my license. So yeah, it's just generally not a fun season in my opinion. And I think for the reasons that I have laid out, winter is probably going to be the 4th. It's probably going to be in the bottom of the list, just because it's not a fun season. Next up, we got spring, which I guess technically is the first season since it starts at the beginning of the year, but I didn't go in that order because I'm whatever. Spring is a goated season in my humble opinion. The weather sort of warms up, from April to June, the temperatures steadily increase. Where I'm at, the daytime temperatures range anywhere from like 40 degrees to 50s to even 60s sometimes, depending on climate change. Yeah, depending on the climate change, temperatures can range. I mean, I want to say the past 2 years, it's been very warm in April and May specifically. Like, I remember, specifically, I can recall daytime temperatures reaching upwards of like close to 70 degrees some days, which is, I mean, it's enjoyable. It's nice to come out of winter and have a 70 to 60 degree day to greet you. It is cold at night. It is cold in the early morning, obviously, because the sun's not up, but that doesn't matter. Spring is probably where you can wear your best fits, because it's still cool. So you put on like a light jacket. You're still wearing long pants. You're not wearing shorts just yet. And my best fits, personally, in my opinion, come from fall and spring, because I have a lot of jackets, like a lot of light jackets to wear over shirts. And that's how I like to style myself. Obviously, long pants look the best. Don't at me. I think shorts look ridiculous. I wear them frequently because I run hot. So during the summer, I'm rocking shorts 24/7. I'm trying to find shorts, and I found a pair of long jorts to wear during the summer, which look much better than regular shorts in my opinion. So yeah, I'm trying to find different ways to make shorts look better, but that's sort of a tangent. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think my fits look the best in the spring and in the fall because of the temperatures. I think arguably spring is probably the best season, just in terms of looking at it objectively, not even in my own personal opinion. Objectively, spring is probably the best season because, like I said, the days are getting longer, the sun is out longer, the temperatures are rising. You feel much like the flowers. You feel like you are coming back alive after the long and dreary winter. It's just, there's something so special about watching the trees and the flowers come back to life after the winter. Like, you get used to the desolate gray of the barks, you know, as the leaves fall off in autumn and then are dead, obviously, in the wintertime. But there's something so beautiful about that bright, like almost neon green for the budding flowers and trees that is very iconic and sticks in my mind when I think about spring. So I want to say spring is probably, at this point, is going to be number one. All right, next up we got summer, which is my personal favorite season, but objectively it is contested because it's hot. Much like winter, the temperatures are inverse. It's very, very warm outside. Where I'm at, daytime temperatures can range anywhere from 80 to 90 degrees, which is fine if you can handle the heat. The East Coast is notoriously humid, so on those humid days when it's like you can tell it's about to rain and you smell the rain in the air and the thunder and the lightning, and it's very muggy out, it's very humid, you feel sticky when you step outside. Not an ideal situation to be in, but obviously on the West Coast it's a little bit different. Apparently the heat over there is it's a dry heat. It's not as humid as it gets on the East Coast. So depending on where, like I said, depending on where you're at, summers can range from rage-inducingly humid and sticky to sort of dry and, I guess, oven-like temperatures, according to people that I've seen talk about this on Reddit. But yeah, summer is beautiful. It's the time when I most feel social. I most want to go out and do things. Obviously, with the nice weather, your friends, if you have friends who are still in college or whatever, they're free now to go out and hang out and do things during the day. The days are incredibly long. The sun doesn't set usually until like 8 p.m., 8:30, which is beautiful. It's so nice to have that much sunlight during the day. It's very restorative, as I've discovered recently, the restorative properties of getting natural sunlight every single day for a set amount of time, for any amount of time, really. So yeah, it's gorgeous. The weather is nice. Pools. I love pools. Swimming is fun, even though I don't necessarily know how to swim proper. I do like floating. I do like sitting in pools, the cool water. It's refreshing. It's a nice social activity. Get to people watch if you go to public pools, which I have been frequenting. What more need I say? The warm weather, pools, and for that reason, I say personally summer is second, ranks second in the seasonal ranking, in my opinion. Finally, we have autumn, which is arguably the most vibey season, I'd say. It is a beautiful time of year, much like the other four seasons. It is a gorgeous time of year. The leaves start turning orange, depending on where you're at. If you're on the West Coast, obviously you don't necessarily have a distinct fall. But yeah, on the East Coast, the leaves start turning beautiful, beautiful colors, autumnal colors. They start falling off the trees. You hear the crunch beneath your feet as you take a stroll down the avenue during the day. Daytime temperatures range anywhere from, I want to say, from low 60s to probably high 40s. This morning it was 40 degrees. Not fun. Autumn is when I start to close up internally. I start to really feel myself, much like the leaves, fall and decay. It's been very difficult for me to get out of bed in the morning to go to the gym because it's cold outside. I have to start my car because it's so cold I can't just get in and drive it to the gym. I have to start it, let it warm up for a little bit, which is not fun. I don't like doing that. There's some frost on the windshield. Then I gotta wait for it to defrost. I mean, in terms of doing things, it's a seasonal time. So it's like you can go apple picking, you can go pumpkin picking, go to pumpkin patches, go to corn mazes, whatever. There's a lot of activities to do in the fall. It's a very activity heavy season. Everyone loves fall. The white women love it.
Hi.
You know, you can wear your sweaters, you can wear your beanies, you can wear your brown leather boots. You can post aesthetic pictures with your BF or your hubby on the gram or on your Visco. Do people even still care about Visco? It doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's a nice season. I mean, there are vibes. So like Halloween is probably my favorite season. There's something just about it. Every Halloween has a very distinct look about it. And this last Halloween was depressing, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, it's still even though it was depressing, it's still somewhat enjoyable. Like listening to the kids scream and laugh as they go from door to door trick-or-treating and realizing that you'll never recapture the joy of your youth as a 25-year-old man living by himself who never got to experience trick-or-treating because his parents were devoutly Christian and thought that it was the devil's holiday. But that's neither here nor there once again. Yeah, there's just something about it that it's very vibey. You want to sort of put on your sweater, put on a warm blankie, cuddle up with someone you love, with a cat maybe, and watch a spooky movie, eat an apple pie perhaps, eat some apples, like eat some crisp, honey crisp apples, take a nice bite. Imagine that is the sound of an apple. But yeah, it's a nice season. Probably for me, it's the third ranked season, just because of the cold, mostly the cold. If the temperature stayed the same, and falls can range. Like I've had falls before where it stayed like 60 to 70 degrees the entire time, and then we had a rainstorm, and then it dropped into the 40s one day, which is not fun. But it depends on how climate change is feeling that year. But yeah, this year it got cold pretty quick, I want to say. Like in September, the temperature started dropping really rapidly, which is unlike how it usually has been the past 2 years, I want to say. It's not been that way. But yeah, fall is a vibey season. It's more for vibes. Fall is like all about the vibes. Chances are if you talk to anyone about the seasons they like, whoa, what's your favorite season? Most likely, I feel like 3 out of 4 people are probably going to say fall. I've made this number completely up. I have no idea. I've never polled people on their favorite seasons, but just knowing from friends I have, from people I've talked to, they love fall. You know, the summer heat is broken. You go out and do things with your friends. It's very vibey. You got Halloween parties to go to, spooky movies to watch, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, that's the ranking of the seasons. If we're going in order, spring is number 1, summer's number 2, fall is number 3, winter is number 4. That's just the way that the seasons are in the year. It's literally just how the structure of the seasons, but I guess they fall in the order that I rank them in. Literally, it's unintentional. That's just, they fall in the order that I rank them in. Spring is arguably the best season. It's just like, it's temperate. You know, you get the pleasantry of the warm weather without the heat of summer. And you get the beauty of the leaves coming back to life, the trees blooming, the flowers blooming, without the graying and yellowing grass that you see from the burnt trees and grass and leaves in the summertime. Daylight is coming back. The days are not as long as they are in summer, but they still are bright and long, relatively speaking, compared to wintertime. And winter is easily the worst season just because it's freezing cold. And it's just like, it's dark. Daylight savings is today, and it's going to be dark tonight, probably at like 4 p.m. And I'm just not mentally ready for that again. So I'm not looking forward to that. And that is part of the reason why winter is just no bueno, man. It's like, but in my opinion, fall, and this is switching topics a little bit, fall sort of falls apart when you hit November. It's like fall is great. October is the fall season. Like September, not really that great. Not really that great. School starts back up. No more fun. No more, the pools close. Blah. The temperatures are still pretty warm. Like it's pretty chilly in the morning, and then it's warm, hot during the day. So you wear a light jacket, and then you get hot. You realize you're burning up during the middle of the day. Not fun. October, temperatures drop. Pretty cool throughout the day, so you don't have to like switch out of your clothes, put on a short sleeve shirt in the middle of the day. Then November 1st hits, and it's bad. Eating day, not a fun holiday, not one of my least favorite holidays. And then we got Christmas, don't like it, hate it. The vibes are just off. People like it. Generally, I'm a Christmas hater. I'm a Thanksgiving hater. I'm a hater of the latter holidays in the year. That's just me. New Year's used to be fun. Doubt it's going to be fun anymore considering what happened last New Year's, but that we don't have to get into all that. Okay. The seasons, they've been ranked. This may be the silliest video. I don't know. It's needlessly long and complicated. I just needed something to yap about. It just popped into my head, and I thought, hey, why not? Why not? I haven't been happy in the last few videos I've recorded, so I'm feeling joyous today. I'm feeling manic. I've got brain zaps out the wazoo because like I said, it's been 2 days since I'm taking my antidepressant because it's just not working. And I decided I'm just going to stop taking it for now until I see a psychiatrist to get me prescribed something that will actually help me feel better. So yeah, that's the deal. I've been having very vivid and violent dreams recently, which is not fun. I do not recommend suddenly stopping your antidepressant. It's probably not a good idea. It's probably not something that I should do, but I'm going to do it anyway because I like to prolong misery and really sink myself into miserable circumstances. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you found something of value in it. It's sort of silly, sort of goofy, just a random concept that came to my mind. So as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support on the shorts and on the videos. I've really been grinding. I'm on that YouTube grind. We're at 40 subscribers, which is super huge. I'm very appreciative to all you guys. Really, I am. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.